easy for you here on Nextdoor Radio and nextdoorradio.com. Available now by way of the Google and Apple Store is the Nextdoor Radio app. Anywhere you want to go, you can take Nextdoor with you. All the local talk programs, all local sports, and a great mix of 70s, 80s, classic rock, you can now take anywhere you want to go by download the Nextdoor Radio app today. Available Google and Apple stores.
Welcome to December 6, 2022 in the National Day calendar. Today we celebrate good old St. Nick and shortwave miracles.
Hey, do you like to get the party started? Do you want to make the holiday cheer last all year? Then just head over to nationaldaycalendar.com and pick up your own 2023 National Day printed calendar. It's filled with hundreds of reasons to celebrate every day. Get a jump start on the fun. Just go to nationaldaycalendar.com and pick up your own calendar. And if you enter promo code radio, you'll get 10% off.
St. Nicholas was born around 280 AD in modern-day Turkey. His parents died when Nicholas was very young, leaving him a large inheritance. Out of tragedy was born his generous spirit. Nicholas grew up to be a bishop and was known for his generosity and kindness, especially towards children and the poor. Even after he passed away, his legend grew. Children who left their shoes out by the fire would awake to find money or candy inside. And this inspired the tradition of leaving out stockings for Santa. On St. Nicholas Day, celebrate the man who inspired the spirit of giving and discover how fun it is to give gifts just because.
In 1945, Percy Spencer, a self-taught engineer from Howland, Maine, was working on an active radar set when he noticed something strange. A chocolate bar in his pocket had started to melt. The idea for dielectric cooking with a shortwave transmitter had already been demonstrated by Westinghouse at the 1933 Chicago World's Fair. Spencer picked a winner, however, when he tried his hand at cooking something irresistible with his method: popcorn. Raytheon filed a United States patent for Spencer's microwave cooking process, and by 1947, the first commercially available microwave oven was built. On National Microwave Oven Day, we still love celebrating with something delicious, like popcorn.
Maybe we should move Popcorn Day to Microwave Oven Day.
Maybe we should. Can you actually cook other things than popcorn in a microwave?
I don't think so.
I'm not aware of it. Well, no, you can melt the butter for the popcorn.
Oh, well, yeah, of course.
Duh.
Of course. Anything related to popcorn, perfect in the microwave.
Perfect in the microwave.
I'm Anna DeVere.
I'm Marlo Anderson.
Thanks for joining us as we celebrate every day.
See you tomorrow.
The holiday season is here. Let McCormick Creation Gifts and More be your go-to for your custom gift boxes. Shop personalized and custom gift boxes for employees, clients, friends, and family. Located inside Triangle Town Center in Raleigh, North Carolina, across from T-Mobile. McCormick Creations open every day for your gift-giving needs. Check us out at www.mccormickcreations.com. Again, that's www.mccormickcreations.com. Discover the rich history of Granville County at the Granville Museum in historic downtown Oxford. From science and military to moonshine and art gallery and so much more. The Granville Museum specializes in unique, one-of-a-kind exhibits that tells the story of Granville. Small groups are welcome and a conference room is available for group meetings. Granville Museum is a small nonprofit open Tuesday through Thursday, 10 to 4, and by appointment. Interested in membership or further information, you can contact 919-693-9706. Discover rich history of Granville County at the Granville Museum in historic downtown Oxford. For more information, 919-693-9706. This was my first massage. Tracy walked me through the entire process. It made me feel comfortable as possible. We had a delightful conversation and our studio was beautiful. I will definitely be returning for another massage very soon. This is a direct quote from a review from the Whole World Massage located at 3509 Haworth Drive, Suite 205 in Raleigh. At Whole World Massage and Med Spa, our focus is you. We love working every day with people like you, helping them look, feel, and perform with youthful energy and beauty in mind and body. Call today to see how Tracy can help you feel great today. 252-213-4478. 252-213-4478.
From the Nextdoor Radio Newsroom, it's time for the Nextdoor Radio News. Protesters in Iran called for a 3-day strike this week, stepping up pressure on authorities after the public prosecutor said the morality police, whose detention of a young woman triggered months of protest, has been shut down.
There was no confirmation of the closure from the Interior Ministry, which is in charge of the morality police, and Iranian state media said public prosecutor Mohammad Jafar Montazeri was not responsible for overseeing the force. Hundreds of people have been killed in the unrest which erupted in September after the death in custody of Mahsa Amini.
Evangelical Christian web designer whose business refused to provide services for same-sex marriages in a major case pitting LGBTQ rights against a claim that freedom of speech exempts artists from anti-discrimination laws.
The justices heard more than 2 hours of spirited arguments in Denver area business owner Lori Smith's appeal, seeking an exemption from a Colorado law that bars discrimination based on sexual orientation and other factors. Lower courts ruled in favor of Colorado.
The British Defense Ministry, which has provided intelligence updates throughout the war in Ukraine, said that public support for the conflict is falling significantly in Russia.
Recent polling suggests that Russian public support for the special military operation is falling significantly, the British Defense Ministry said in a statement. The British Defense Ministry cited data obtained by an independent Russian media outlet, which claimed it had access to data collected by Russia's Federal Protective Service for internal use. Davis Richards reporting.
President Volodymyr Zelensky urged Ukrainians to be patient and strong in resisting the rigorous winter as officials pressed up its efforts to restore power and other services knocked out by Russian airstrikes.
Russia has been pounding Ukraine's power infrastructure since early October, causing blackouts and leaving millions without heating as temperatures plummet. To get through this winter, we must be even more resilient and even more united than ever, Zelensky said in his nightly address.
This is the latest news headlines. An Atlanta house fire killed 2 people over the weekend, and the National Transportation Safety Board is investigating, the agency announced. The fire involved natural gas, according to a tweet from the NTSB, which investigates pipeline mishaps. A fire department statement said the crews responded to a northwest Atlanta home around 8:30 a.m. on December 3rd, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution reported. Atlanta Fire Department officials said a gas leak was found in the front yard after crews extinguished the heavy blaze. Mainland China's COVID-19 cases are easing from a record high 7 days ago, though the nation where the virus originated nearly 3 years ago reported 2 additional fatalities. Worldwide infections rose 3%, the first increase in a few weeks, though fatalities were down 12%, according to worldometers.info. The deaths are among the lowest since March 21st, 2020, 10 days after the World Health Organization declared COVID-19 a pandemic. FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried tweeted that he would testify before the House Financial Services Committee after he finished learning and reviewing the events that led to the spectacular collapse of his cryptocurrency exchange. The U.S. House Financial Service Committee plans to hold a hearing in December to investigate the collapse of FTX and expects to hear from the companies and individuals involved, including founder and CEO Bankman-Fried. Jurors in the capital murder trial of a former U.S. Border Patrol agent have heard taped interviews in which he confessed the 2018 killings of 4 sex workers in South Texas. If convicted of capital murder, 39-year-old Juan Davis Ortiz faces life in prison without parole because prosecutors are not seeking the death penalty. The trial started on November 28th and continued on Monday. Ortiz, a Navy veteran, was a Border Patrol intelligence supervisor at the time of his arrest in September 2018. And that's the latest news headlines. I'm Alan Edwards.
You're tuned in to Next Door Radio on nextdoorradio.com. Thank you so much for letting us be a part of your family. Enjoy a great mix of 70s, 80s, classic rock, and some beach music right here on Next Door Radio. Also, all you have to do is Alexa, enable nextdoorradio.com.
Plumpy's Deli is a family-owned and operated local business located in Butner that uses only the finest meats from Boar's Head. All items are made fresh to order, and they are now serving breakfast all day long. They offer charcuterie boxes, boards, classes, and grazing tables, along with catering for all occasions, including corporate luncheons, private events, weddings, school events, parties, and more. Gluten-free and vegetarian options are available. Call 919-575-0705 to place your order today. You won't be disappointed. Plumpy's Deli is open 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday. Visit their website and check out their menu at www.plumpy's.com. That's PLUMPEEZ.com. Make sure to follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Plumpy's Deli. And don't forget to stop by their location at 106 East C Street in Butner. Give them a call at 919-575-0705. Visit their website and follow them on social media for more information today.
Lewis Electric has been in business for over 53 years. It is a third-generation, family-owned business. Lewis Electric always strives to complete their projects on time. Will help any way possible with your budget. They work in a multitude of areas in the electrical field, focusing on commercial, industrial, municipalities, and more. Call them today so they can help you get your project completed on time and on budget. 919-693-6615. They're located in Oxford at 912 Williamsburg Street. Lewis Electric is your local electrician, here for you.
The administration of New York City Mayor Eric Adams has listed a new job for Rat Czar to tame the infamous rodent problem in the Big Apple. The posting is officially seeking a director of rodent migration who will work to advance the city's efforts to address policy matters in the 5 boroughs related to curbing the recent increase of rats during the COVID-19 pandemic. The tongue-in-cheek posting adds that, quote, rats are not our friend and are enemies that must be vanquished. The role, with an expected pay range between $120,000 and $170,000, reports to the deputy mayor for operations, and successful candidates are required to be a New York resident with a bachelor's degree, at least 5 years of relevant experience, and a, quote, swashbuckling attitude, crafty humor, and general aura of badassery, unquote.
This is the latest news headlines in 60 seconds with Alan Edwards.
Evangelical Christian web designer whose business refused to provide services for same-sex marriages in a major case pitting LGBTQ rights against a claim that freedom of speech exempts artists from anti-discrimination laws.
The justices heard more than 2 hours of spirited arguments in Denver area business owner Lori Smith's appeal.
Protesters in Iran called for a 3-day strike this week, stepping up pressure on authorities after the public prosecutor said the morality police, whose detention of a young woman triggered months of protest, has been shut down. The British Defense Ministry, which has provided intelligence updates throughout the war in Ukraine, said that public support for the conflict is falling significantly in Russia. FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried tweeted that he would testify before the House Financial Services Committee. That's the latest headlines in 60 seconds. I'm Alan Edwards.
You have an event, upcoming show, or update about the community? If so, send your public service announcement to contact@nextdoorradio.com or send by mail to P.O. Box 2491, Oxford, North Carolina.
Hey, we made it easy for you here on Next Door Radio and nextdoorradio.com. Available now by way of the Google and Apple Store is the Next Door Radio app. Anywhere you want to go, you can take Next Door with you. All the local talk programs, all local sports, and a great mix of 70s, 80s, classic rock, you now take anywhere you want to go by download the Next Door Radio app today. Available Google and Apple stores.
Welcome to December 6, 2022 in the National Day calendar. Today we celebrate good old St. Nick and shortwave miracles.
Hey, do you like to get the party started? Do you want to make the holiday cheer last all